Hey YouTube, what's up, what's poppin', what's good, what's up? No long intro. As you can tell by the title, this is gonna be a story time about the time that the police was called on me when I was 14 years old. So without further ado, let's just jump on into the crazy. So this is taking it way back, okay? So I was in elementary school. You know, you're in elementary school, you had a clique, you had your friends. So my clique, like, we was the girls. It was like Penny Proud, La Cienega, Dejanay, and of course, I was Dejanay. The ghetto one. So there was this girl. For the sake of the video, I'm gonna call her Crazy because she was crazy to me. So me, Crazy, and another girl, we was a clique. But all the time, from time to time, like, we would fall out, whatever. So me and Crazy, to be honest, the root of me and Crazy not liking each other in elementary school was because I told her that this Spanish boy didn't want to talk to her. And she was so tight over that for the rest of the school year and for the rest of her life. But it's not my business. Anyhow, everything started to happen closer to the end of grade 8 before graduation. So, you know, mid of grade 8, you have to go basically like find your high school. So at the time, I was coming to elementary school in the area I now live in, but before I was living further away, I was living in Brampton. So I was assigned to go to a high school out in Brampton. I really never wanted to go there because all of my other friends were going to this art school in Brampton. Like, if you know me, you already know what art school I went to. Okay. So in order to go to this art school, if you weren't going to be in the arts program, you had to have an address. I didn't have an address at the time in that region to go to that school. So I had to go to my home school. Either way, my principal at the time in my elementary school, he was my biggest friend. Like, if you ever run into my videos, like, you already know that you were my principal. You were a real one. So he was friends with the arts director at the high school and basically got me, the next girl in the crew, and Crazy an audition to basically showcase our arts, and then he was gonna select which art he thought that we should be in. So we did a dance performance because yes, we was in a dance crew in elementary school, like our school's official dance team was popping. Crazy couldn't dance, but she was okay. And also, like, for those who don't know, like, back in the day, like, I used to sing or whatever, right? Okay, so we auditioned. I got chosen for the vocal program. Another shorty got chosen for the vocal program. And Crazy got chosen for dance. How? I'm not sure. I guess she didn't show them if she could draw or play an instrument, so that's what they just put her in, but whatever. It wasn't my choice. Either way, we do the auditions, everything's going well, and we come home, we're all excited because we get our packages, and I'm so happy that now I'm gonna get to go to the high school that I want to go to. Okay. I'm sitting at my living room table, like, house clothes on and everything, like Marina and shots. 2 I hear the doorbell ring. So where I lived was not developed. Like, it was very new. So I didn't have no friends in that area, so nobody was coming to me. I don't know who was coming to my mom. So she opens the door. Is it not 2 police officers? So I'm here thinking, like, oh shoot, like, what happened in the neighborhood? And they have the nerve to ask for me by name, like full first and last name. So I'm just like, what? Like, am I going on beyond scared straight or something? Because, like, back in the day, like, I wasn't bad. I was just finding myself. But, you know, I got in a lot more trouble than I would have liked, but I was finding myself. So I'm like, is this a joke? So they come to my living room table where I'm sitting. They're asking me, like, okay, your age. They ask me, do I attend this school? And do I know Crazy? So, yes, and yes. He's like, okay, well. And imagine, like, I'm 14, not even 14, because my birthday's in the summer. So I'm 13 at this point. An officer is in my house, around my living room table, while I'm not dressed properly, with a notepad. like writing down stuff. So I'm here getting mad nervous. He's like, okay, well, we have a claim that you said that you threatened crazy. So I'm like, oh, I know this shorty ain't trying to pin no foolishness on me. So they're like, yeah, the threat was that you said you were gonna bust her head open with a baseball bat. I will never forget this for the rest of my life because I was like, wow. Like, what? No, let me explain something. First of all, did I say that? No, I did not say that. Like, deadass did not say that. Like, everybody knew back then. Like, my first suspension was because of a threat. Like, if I was really gonna say something, I was really gonna say it, and I wasn't gonna then say, oh, I didn't say it. I'm that way till this day. Like, if I said something, you will know I said it. So, for starters, this girl said I was gonna bust her head open. Pardon? Like, I weighed like 90 pounds. Like, whose head was I gonna bust open? Not her big dome, because her forehead was reaching. So clearly I wasn't gonna bust your head open. And then a baseball bat, like, why are you making me sound so violent, so vicious? Like, I'm a little suburban hometown girl. Like, I'm not understanding. Either way, he tells me whatever, writes down my information, and is like, you know, like, this needs to be resolved first at, like, the school level, blah, blah. Turn around now, a couple of minutes later, so this is around, like, 4:30. Like, this all happened so quickly, like, right after school. I get a call from my principal talking how Crazy's mom is at the school. It's like 4:30. Like, don't you have Young and the Restless to go watch? Like, I'm so confused. Why are you there? So, me and my mom pick up skirt, go down to my school. This girl's now trying to say I'm stalking her daughter because I'm going to the same school as her. Are you fried? Like, are you straight or not? Because, first of all, our principal's the one who set it up. I don't even understand why your daughter's in an arts program. For starters, like, number one. Number two, ain't nobody trying to stalk your daughter. Like, I don't like shorties. Like, no one's trying to stalk your daughter in any way, shape, or form. Like, she was just a mod you. Like, her mom was fried. Like, I was not understanding why it needed to go to the extent of you calling the police on me at the age of 14 and then turning around saying that I'm trying to stalk your daughter. Like, I don't know what kind of pills she was on at the time or whatever kind of mental illness she had. I'm hoping that she got that rectified by now. But I'm only bringing this up because, yo, today I ran into her. Like, ran into her at the grocery store. Obviously didn't say that to her. And she looks at me, double takes, and cuts her eye at me. And I'm just like, you are still pressed from 2008? Get your life. Anyways, at the end of the day, I wasn't charged. Praise God. Me and Crazy went through high school. Her in her own little corner. Me in my own. Actually, we did have a run-in. We did have a run-in in grade 12. But anyway, that's another story. Anyways, this is my crazy story about the time like a shorty's mom called the police on me and tried to charge me at 14. So hopefully y'all found that kind of funny and interesting. And I will be back next week with another video. Bye.